Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys that should come in rested and ready off that midseason bye. His counterpart on the Raiders' sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys also coming off the bye, so both teams should be well rested and ready to go. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Down at the 37-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Caught by Mayer. Still fighting for more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Raiders at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
3rd and 7.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Gets past one man. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8.
Now Geno. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Geno going to hand it to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Lawrence will throw. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. He'll get this out to Genty. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because...
And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
3 yards to go.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
For the Raiders.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Geno now to throw. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Smith. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Jeanty out of the backfield. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. To the left side, there's Mayer. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Smith now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A give out of the gun to Jeanty. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now it's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
14. Jaguars 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Another toe for Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Lawrence. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, Etienne. Gets around him. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Lawrence. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Lawrence on the sneak. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Hunter Long, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8 as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
36-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll get up near the 45, a spot at the 44.
A 7-yard gain. And a Raider first down.
Now Geno. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 3rd and 5.
Tonka Hemingway on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 7 catches for him now in this last one, a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Lawrence will throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
ETN up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A little juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. And that one too wide and incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
45-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
That's good for a Jaguars.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence.
First down.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes,
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. To the right side and intercepted. And he's going to get this this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 2nd and 6.
18-yard line. A gain of 4.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down at 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Now Smith. That's to Bowers once again. And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
Out of the gun, Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 6.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Geno now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now it's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fights him off. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the option, it's Smith himself. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
The tackle made at the 20.
We have played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
A gain of 6. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he will find his man in the end route. Complete. And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now Gino.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. On play action, Lawrence. A short throw taken in by Long.
Lawrence's pass.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Jaguars first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
First and 10 at the 46.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The 71 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. To throw is Smith. Able to get away. Now he'll tuck this and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Smith.
At the 40-yard line.
That's to Bash over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
12 yards. And the Raiders.
Smith now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on first down.
No doubt about that one, because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. So here's a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Again, Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
On the zone read, a give to Genty. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
And the Raider first down.
Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
16 yards.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10 at the
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a give to ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nifty move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Second down in the yard.
A gain of 9.
Smith.
Second and 1.
Throw right side looked in here by Besh. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Now maybe a free play here for Smith. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing now is Geno. Short throw caught by Bowers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Now it's Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3 yards. And a Las Vegas first First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Smith throwing again. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. This is 2nd and 8.
44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Etienne once more. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.